So you recorded some drums, and they sound paper thin. Let's fix that.
Creative Advice with Jay.
Does this sound familiar? You just recorded some drums, and now you're trying to mix them. Maybe you solo the kick, solo the snare, do a bunch of work to it, make it sound amazing, and then as soon as you put it back in the sauce, it's like all your hard work has been completely undone. Sounds like you need some relationship advice, specifically phase relationship. Funny joke! Here's the deal. When you put multiple microphones on a source, like drums, at varying distances, varying angles, you create the potential for what is called phase cancellation. Basically, the sound waves don't play well together, and your low, mid, and bass frequencies cancel each other out. How do you fix this? There are plugins that can do it for you. I prefer to do it by ear. It's like solving an audio puzzle, and this is how I do it. First, collapse your monitor signal to mono so that you hear everything right down the center, and you have to listen on good speakers or headphones that will let you hear all the low frequency information. Choose a basic plugin that has this button on it, and put that plugin on every single channel of your drums. If you have two overhead microphones, solo both of the channels. Bring up the plugin with the phase reverse button on one of those channels. Once the audio is playing, press the phase reverse button and listen to what happens. Did you hear that? The overall sound was kind of weird and the snare got thinner. When I press this button, it inverts the signal and the things we like get canceled out. So I'm going to leave it the way it was originally. Now we're going to add the top snare mic to the overhead signals, press play, and then press phase reverse on the snare top mic back and forth to see which one sounds better. Do you hear how much thicker that snare sound is when the phase reverse is engaged? We like that. Now let's add snare bottom. I like that the way it was originally. Now let's add some hi-hat. That's very nice. A hi-hat mic will kill your snare drum if you let it. Rack tom. Yeah, that's definitely better the way it was originally. Let's check floor tom. I'm gonna leave that one the way it was originally too. Now let's try some kick inside. I definitely like it reversed on that one. Kick outside. I'm going to add an EQ on this to boost the low frequencies, just to help me hear that a little bit more. Yeah, the overall sound I like more with the kick outside reversed as well. Let's bring in some rooms. Usually I can't hear a huge difference on room mics. I just like to check them anyway. There may be some times that it's not exactly clear that one or the other sounds better, and that's because there can be an in-between. If you get stuck in a spot like that, just pick one and move on, and don't worry about it too much. Once you're done with this process, set your monitor output to stereo again, and bask in the glory. Now at this point, if you feel the need to add samples to your drum mix, you have to check the phase relationship of your samples with your drums in context. Sure would be a shame if you brought in a snare sample to make your snare sound like a bomb going off and all it did was cancel out the meat of the drum. If you hate all of this and want a mixer to do it for you, you know who to call. Don't actually call me though, I'm an email guy.
Creative Advice with Jay.